Welcome to White Coat Black Sheep, where science gets curious and dogma gets uncomfortable. I'm Dr. Civelli. Today we talk physiology, evidence, and real-world medicine, plus the questions you're not supposed to ask but probably should. If you care about health and think there's a better way, welcome to our show. Today we have Dr. Anna Marie. She is known as the Mindset Doctor. And she is a leader in mindset transformation, human performance, and holistic wellness. She has over 2 decades of experience in education, health, and well-being. She helps individuals and organizations bridge the gap between external success and internal fulfillment, blending neuroscience and neuropsychology and epigenetics with a mind-body-spirit approach. Dr. Anna Marie empowers people to break through their limiting beliefs and reconnect with purpose and elevate their performance. And this is from the inside out, which I love. As the founder of Happy Whole You, she has helped countless individuals and teams move from burnout and disconnection to alignment and resilience and lasting transformation. Welcome, Doctor. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here and end my day with you.
Yes, me too. So I've met you years ago, but I know so much time has passed. And at that time, I was more so in marketing. I was not working as a doctor yet. So you were, though. So what has it looked like in the last 5 years?
Oh my gosh. 5 years.
Small question.
I know. 5 years feels like a lifetime, and then it feels like yesterday, all
Right?
in one.
Yeah.
And yeah, so in 2018, I opened Happy Whole You and started working with people from a holistic standpoint, and then pursued my PhD and have really gone full time, all in to my wellness center. And it's been really transformational for me and my clients, and I pinch myself every day that I get to do what I do.
Yeah.
And it's wild. And then raising 2 kids and being a wife and all the other things.
I didn't know you're married too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. You needed all the
17,
things.
18 years, somewhere there. I'm the one that always forgets our anniversary.
Well, you're slightly an overachiever.
Slightly. Yeah. I don't know why I feel like I have a lot to prove, but it is what it is.
Oh my gosh. So you're located here in Bakersfield, right? Bakersfield, California. Any other locations, or this is the spot?
This is the spot. I'm originally from Michigan. I actually opened up 3 other Happy Whole Yous. And some people don't know this. So
I'm glad I asked.
Yeah, opened up one in Pocatello, Idaho first.
Okay.
And I had a business partner there. And then we opened Bakersfield, California. Then we opened Fort Collins, Colorado. And then COVID hit. And then we actually opened another one actually consulted to help someone open one. And they used our trademark, Happy Whole You. And anyways, it was a really interesting time.
Legally.
Yes. But during COVID, we ended up selling the other 2 to different doctors. And so now we just have the Bakersfield location. But what I learned by that, my ego totally wanted to own a bunch of them all over the world. Mm-hmm. And then there's like reality. And I'm like, yeah, like I don't want to be that busy in that capacity. And so, life always works out.
Yeah, it definitely does. I am currently on this journey to open wellness centers. And it's interesting that you do assign it like with a ego. Mm-hmm. I need to self-reflect on that one, because
Yeah.
I don't feel like on the surface level that it's ego. I think I've known you've always had like this passion to help people and to change. Like you can change your life, and you've always believed that people can heal. Mm-hmm. And I share that with you. And so it's just like reaching more people. I just don't believe that there's a boundary to it.
No.
Yeah, things cost money. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to like take a flight to other locations, but I also just believe like doors open where they open. Mm-hmm. And so I just find myself walking through them. And then currently I'm walking through that door in Florida, but it doesn't mean that I'm not also here. So it's
Right.
But my team is the answer, right? So finding like your assistant, right? You're just like she's amazing.
Yes.
That's to me, I feel like at least logistics wise, I know I can do it because I have chosen good people. who are not going to fail me. And if that's wrong,
Yeah.
I hope that's not wrong.
Yes. You have to surround yourself with good people. And honestly, when I said the ego, I've really been looking at the ego versus soul. So I was just going to dive into this for a second here
do it.
because
Yeah.
from an entrepreneur standpoint, businesswoman, a lot of people don't know that I've invested in real estate since a young age. I used to day trade. Like I have other businesses that I do, but I'm mostly known for Happy Whole You and the Mindset Doctor and what I do in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
But going through this journey as an entrepreneur, what I've realized is there are some opportunities and endeavors that sound good on the surface, that could turn a dollar, that could do all these great things for us. But if we're not truly in alignment with it from like a soul level, like, yes, this is all the fibers of my being say yes. And we kind of talk ourselves into, oh, we should do this because it'll make us this, or we should do that because da da da. That's when like I feel like the ego showing up and it's like trying to prove, it's trying to do all these things. And so it's a really interesting thing I've been playing with. So anytime I have an opportunity in front of me, I'm like, is it a full body soul yes with every fiber of my being? Or is it kind of like, well, yeah, that'd be great. And of course I could do that and it'd be successful and all the things, but it's not a full body yes. That's when I know my ego's like, oh, yeah, this is your ego leading. So that's what I mean by that.
I
so
love that
it's
answer.
kind of interesting. It's just helping us get centered to like really think like, what do I really, really want from that soul level?
Yeah. And I totally resonate with that. I am somebody who, I have like, yes, I'm like enthusiastic. And whenever somebody's excited, I'm excited. If somebody's sad, I feel, in a sense, I'm sad. Like, I feel like I get to share that joy, high or low, right? So you translate that into business, it ain't all good.
No.
So I have learned to neutralize, like nuke it, because that's not how you make wise business decisions. And so I turn that off because you can, and just really try to like, yes, I can really like somebody and I don't have to do business with you. We could just be friends.
Yeah.
And that's a new like learned behavior of mine.
Well, yeah, because we're like, I don't know, I'm a recovering people pleaser. So,
Oh.
so yeah, yes, you too. Like, yeah, so it's, I don't know. And I think too, like the more success you have, we do have more success when we are in alignment with our true authentic self and we are letting our soul lead. Like success is just inevitable. And when we get in that energy, what I find happens is the more success that I get, the more it's kind of like, oh, well, you don't have time for us, or, oh, like the people that used to see you when you used to, I don't want to say smaller, but when you weren't fully pursuing everything in every fiber of your being of like what you want in your life, it makes other people uncomfortable.
Totally.
And then there's like this pull to kind of like pull you back down to where you were.
To be the same. You're not allowed to grow.
Right. And it's a really interesting thing to look at. And I'm always like metacognition of like thinking of our thoughts is like this thing I'm like super obsessed with.
Yeah.
And
that internal thought not everybody has.
Right. And some studies show that less than 30% of people actually think of their thoughts.
Can you imagine? I can't imagine.
No, but it's like when you are a person that does that, when you find out other people don't do that, you're like, well, wait, what are they even?
What?
Like what?
You're
What's
just
happening?
looking forward?
Yeah.
You're just looking where your eyes are looking? Can you even see?
I know. It's wild.
Can you see color?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's super fascinating. But I mean, I work with people on this all the time about thinking of our thoughts and how our thoughts are affecting our biology and how whatever it is that we believe is ultimately coming into true form. And, most people say, oh, well, I'll believe it when I see it. It's like, no. The way the universe works, the way quantum physics works is you have to believe it first and then it will come into true form and then you'll see it. That's why, the success you've had, that was a belief in your mind.
Yeah.
And you've brought it into fruition.
Yeah.
But some people go through life just like believing whatever anyone else is telling them and they wonder why they're life is a pile of mess. And it's like, because you never allowed your beliefs to be the center of your mind and to be the center of your, of everything. So
Yeah.
you've pulled in other people's beliefs and other people's dreams for you. And here it is.
A lack of vision is such a disease in itself.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I know there's a quote that someone said about that, and it's not coming to me right now, but yeah, if like without a vision, people will perish.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, is that in the Bible?
It feels biblical.
It really does. It might be there. It might be that, kind of important book.
It sounds like it.
Yes. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I do believe I think it's the field of dreams. Okay, I'm not a movie person, but I'm going to just use a movie phrase.
Go with it.
If you build it, the people will come. So it's like that is how I function. So I've always set the date and then you build it, then you launch it.
Work backwards from there.
It doesn't mean that it's already in fruition, but it is now. I've activated it.
Yeah. That's what my husband gets scared when I have an idea.
I love this for him.
He's like, whoa, he's the analytical one and I'm the one that has the big vision.
Yes.
And, I mean, we've been married for 17 years now. So he knows when I have an idea, he's like, oh crap, it's already done. She's already moving towards it. Oh my gosh. I had, I had this vision of, so the brick and mortar that I have in Bakersfield, California, it's right downtown. And I really wanted to buy the house right next door to my building. And the guy, he is going to sell it to me, but not yet, because this is what I'm manifesting. And then I was like, I could just like look down the street, I'm sure, and find something. And no joke, there was this house and it was like abandoned. It's like all broken down, like all the things. And it's a house and then a 2-unit. Anyways, I call my realtor and I was like, okay, can you put money, like this is how much I want to put on this house or whatever. And he's like, oh, okay. And then like I literally went home and I was like, oh yeah, babe, remember when I was like talking, I want an Airbnb right down the street from the center and you know, all the things. I just want to let you know I just put in a bid on a house right now. And he's like, what? Like, you know, it was like an idea I had like, you know, a few weeks prior, and then all of a sudden it's here and it's happening and it's done, you know? So anyways, yeah, I kind of move fast with that. But when I know,
I feel like a few weeks is like a few cat lives. So I think that's fine.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I'm telling you.
That's
it's like
a long time to me.
Collapsing time and making things happen faster. I mean, we only get one life.
Yeah.
It's like what? Like 80, 90 years old. That is not enough time. Like I'm trying to live like 1,000 lives in one.
Yeah.
While healing thousands of years of trauma. Yeah. All at once.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's good.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the vision, our belief system is so powerful. And when you allow your beliefs to serve you and allow them to be yours, like anything is possible. But if you allow other people's ideas, thoughts, beliefs to run your life, you will wake up one day and be like, what have I done with my life?
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely don't want to be that guy.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I like no regrets, but then of course it's impossible to have no regrets.
Oh,
impossible.
Yeah, I've done some really dumb shit. Can we swear on this? I don't know.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
It's like, no, like liberation, please. This is a safe space, a safe room. Justin's not even here.
He's nodding over there. Yes, you can swear. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, gosh. Well, I think in business, for sure, I like your spirit of entrepreneurship. I love it. I love building. I love the creating. I love the act of bringing something from nothing and then watching it like grow like a plant and just have fruit. And then, I don't know. I love the whole thing.
Yeah.
It lights me up.
It really does. Yeah, business is one, it's definitely not for everyone. And I try to stay totally in the positive of it. But I think that out of all the businesses I've done, Happy Whole You is the one that just feels so good. I'm so optimistic. It's just, of course it's working. Of course it's super successful. Like, I don't know. I don't have like that doubt in me with that one where it's like, you know, when I've done other businesses or invested in other people's businesses, I'm like, oh, okay, well, we lost some money on that one. And, you know, but like, it was like every fiber of my being was like, yes. And when I first opened, people were like, wait, what are you doing? Like, wait, what? You have a wellness center in Bakersfield, it's conservative, and like I would tell people to go earth and ground themselves and let the sunshine hit their skin and like all these things, and it was like, huh? And now it's like totally normal. I've actually had 2 clients that have opened up buildings and opened up businesses just like mine.
Oh, that's
Like,
awesome.
I know. I'm
I
like,
love that
bring
you
more
can
wellness.
celebrate that too, because that's how
Yes.
I feel.
Yes.
I'm going to celebrate it and then collaborate, not like feel like, oh, that's competition.
Yeah.
No, I can't
agree.
help everyone.
You know what's funny about competition? So I was an athlete. I was a D1 athlete. And so as an athlete, it's like for me to win, someone has to lose. And I
Interesting.
thought that way for a very, very long time. And as I've gotten older and started collaborating and working in different businesses and stuff, I would find myself retracting and feeling like, oh my gosh, is this going to work? Or, you know, like there's not enough business to go around, and like having that fearful mindset that things aren't abundant.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, I was with my husband and we were flying over the grapevine, and I was looking down, and we had just crossed over to like above Santa Clarita and over there. And I saw all these houses, like house after house after house after house after house. And I was like having a little pity party for myself because my business was like not going well at the time. Like I had just opened, and I'm like, what? I took my life savings to open this place, and
You're doing math.
I'm just like girl math. And you know, and meanwhile I was still working a full-time job, and something hit me, and it was like, there's so much business for everyone. There's so much. And I literally shifted out of that competitive mindset into the collaborative mindset. And the moment you shift into that and realize like there is enough for everyone, it sets you free. And even if someone opens a business just like yours, like literally like
Cookie cutter.
one of my clients, I mean, literally, she bought pretty much every single device I have, the exact same brand, everything, opened it. And what is interesting is it's like, if you are being true to your authentic self, like she's going to do great if she stays true to her authentic self. And I'm going to do great if I stay true to mine, because we're not for everyone.
No.
Right? So I fully understand, like,
Yeah.
some of my woo-woo that people are like, wait, what? And I'm like, well, it's really not woo-woo. It's actually neuroscience and epigenetics and neuroplasticity, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not for you, there's other people, which is really great. But I do think that, you know, we're brought up in a culture that's like, for me to win, you have to lose. And I'm realizing
That's not true.
it's so not true.
Right?
On so many levels.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I love discovering
I hope
that.
people hear that. Like there can be, and it's not like we're giving trophies to like everybody. Okay, that's not what we're saying.
Right.
We're just saying that you can collaborate, because it's like you just created synergy. You can just tenfold. You can compound interest, your effort. Why wouldn't you? I don't want to work harder. I'd rather like, let's just do this together. Get more likes together.
Yes.
Because it's just hard already.
Yeah. I think collaboration is just, it's so important. And another thing that I've really witnessed is, so, you know, there's women that say, you know, I support other women. I'm here for other women.
That means I don't support women.
Oh, well, I'm going to say
Unless, are you saying that?
Well, I'm saying, like, you know, I'm going to say their name in a room when they're not there. And I'm saying that we can want that for ourselves, and we can want that for other women. But if you're still coming from a place of lack and scarcity, you're not going to fully do that. And what I realized is I used to be like that. I'm for other women, and I really was. But then at the same time, I was like, wait, but what about me? And so the moment I started shifting that, and it's like, what about us? Like, I don't know, there was a fiber of me that was saying it, but I wasn't fully living it like I am now.
Yeah.
And it's a really freeing when you actually step into like, I'm good no matter what, right? Like, you get to be 1,000 times successful. I get to be 1,000 times successful, and your success doesn't mean I don't get success.
Right.
And the thing is until I started up-leveling the circles that I'm in
Mm-hmm.
and the people that I choose to work with,
Ooh, that's good.
it really taught me, because I mean, I have some pretty powerful women out in the world right now that are like, yeah, do you know about Dr. Anna Marie? And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Isn't
Like,
that weird whenever somebody gives a shout out and it's like, wait, what did you,
I know. I'm like,
wait, what?
like you have like hundreds of thousands of followers and you like care about me. Like, I feel
I
so
love
special, but
that.
I care about her too. Like,
Of course, you're just doing your thing and being you
yes.
as you would with anybody.
And again, I think that's the key. I think when we are being who we are
Mm-hmm.
and we're doing what we love,
Yeah.
competition isn't even there.
It's different games. It's like a
It's a-
different field.
It's a totally different field in the quantum field. It is such an elevated experience and
Yeah.
a way of being and a vibration that we exude
Yeah.
that people are like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It's so fun to play in that. I
Yeah.
love it.
I agree.
I don't know if that made sense for anyone, but
It resonated with me. I can tell you that. So, and I think if it just reaches one person, you know, that's in the podcast, that's really how I see it. Something that might be so small to me, it is pivotal or life changing for somebody else. And I'm like,
Right.
okay, well, you're welcome. And then also me sitting in this chair, I learned from other people, you know,
Yes.
I don't know it all. I'm showing up. I'm just here ready to learn. I'm a cog in this gigantic wheel of life. And I just want us to do better, because right now I feel like I give it like a C or a D in medicine. I'm just like, I wanted to have all the answers by the time I was done. And then I just am like this emoji, like, you know,
like what?
with the ponytail. And I'm just like, I just really expected us to be more advanced. And there's just this belief in medicine to heal, and like we can fix everything, but we're in our own way. I think the standard of care, there's the desire to have it or to raise it, but the way to get there, you know, with like all of the evidence-based language, we almost need to chop it up.
Yeah.
We almost are like it's 10 to 20 years to put something onto the market. Yet, okay, side note, the vaccines, that was like a whole thing. I'm not even going to go there.
Yeah.
But you know, it takes billions of dollars, double-digit millions to just put anything out. Like, I'm sorry, how many things are we really going to advance at that
Yeah.
price?
Right. And stuff that goes out, I think it takes 5.2 years for something to be recalled when it's not working and the damage is already done in terms of pharmaceuticals.
It's probably phase 4 then, right? Because then we are the test subjects. We just
are.
don't say that.
Yes.
It's a phase 4.
Well, and I think that's why it's called practicing medicine, right? It's like all a practice. And
That's
I did
funny.
a talk earlier about how we're all making shit up. Like literally, we're all making it up. Like everything, the good, the bad, we're all making it up. But I mean, you know,
Our story is all the same because we all went to the same schools.
Oh my gosh, the stories. Yes. I mean, I come from the OG of medicine, and that's herbal medicine.
Okay.
And, you know, the medicine that I've studied is the original. I mean, Western medicine has been around, you know, since 1890 to, I want to say 1910 was when it was really coming to the forefront in this country. And, you know, before that, our universities used to be called colleges, and they did Native American practices. They did herbs. They did stuff on nutrition, you know, these things that would really work on the whole person. And then it wasn't until the Rockefellers and the Carnegie Foundations paid this gentleman with the last name of Flexner to go around and try to streamline all these medical schools. And the reason they wanted to do that is because they started with the petrochemical industry. They started to be able to make synthetic drugs and synthetics of medicine. And so there's, you know, we live in a capitalist country, and they saw an opportunity. And so then slowly, and people listening, you can, I don't want to bore you with a story, but like you can look into the Flexner Report and all that stuff. But what it did is it took out a lot of that holistic health out of the practices. And then you look at how insurance companies and medicine has been since the 80s, and how everything has been so destructive. I mean, for a doctor to have only 5 to 7 minutes with a patient is wild. And I don't believe anyone gets into medicine thinking, oh, I just want to spend 5 or 10 minutes and send them on their way. But it's like their hands are tied. And to really meet doctors that are owned by some of these big conglomerate and quote unquote nonprofit hospitals, and you have to follow this standard of care versus like, what happened to listening to the patient?
Yeah, we don't have time.
What happened to looking at their tongue and looking at their face and checking their pulse with your hand? Like, I mean, this is some of the stuff that...
Wait, touch them? I'm just
I
kidding.
know, right? Touch them, huh? I mean, so like when I work with clients, obviously in this country, I'm not practicing medicine. I'm not diagnosing. I'm not prescribing. But what I'm doing is I'm using my knowledge based on Chinese medicine, based on holistic health, to see what physical observations is the body giving me. You give me someone who sticks their tongue out and lets it hang out and they can't even relax it, I guarantee you they have anxiety, their nervous system is offline, and their adrenals are screaming.
I do tongue analysis.
You do?
I do.
Thank
I
you.
take a picture of it, and it's in their charts.
Oh my
I want to see
gosh.
if you bite your tongue. I want to see if you have a smooth, glossy tongue.
Or a coating.
Ridges. Yeah, a coating.
We call the ridges, we call those scalloping. Yes.
It's part of your intake.
That, oh my God. Yes. That is so important because the body is giving us these small little signals over time.
Yeah.
And if we don't listen to it, the body's going to speak to us louder and louder and louder.
Yeah.
And these are subtleties that the body's saying, I need a slight change, please. But we no longer know how to decode it.
No, we're not even looking.
Oh my gosh. Not even looking. Oh my gosh. It's wild. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of fun for patients. I'm like, send me a selfie with your tongue out.
Yeah.
They're like, are you kidding?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah. It's so good. I mean, someone's tongue can say a lot about their health.
Yes.
A lot about their health.
Like mine had kind of a grayish hue before I started like all of the, I would say, changes with functional medicine.
Were you having digestive issues too?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it was like a little candidal overgrowth. So, I mean, that just requires a lot of changes.
Yeah.
So I was just like.
And that can lead to you feeling a little anxious and uneasy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you guys, don't send your tongue pictures to all doctors, but you can definitely send it to us.
Yeah.
You're gonna
check
get
it out.
some info back.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that. So good. I do like, have you ever done iridology?
No, but I want to get into it, but I haven't.
I mean,
Tell me more.
So I really just scratched the surface, but some iridologists go really deep into the layers of the eyes. But just for example, like most people that have a blue iris, so they call it blue lymphatic iris, these people are going to tend to have issues with their skin, their lymphatic system. They're going to have issues with their sinuses.
Okay.
And so when we look at, like I did this like free sessions for kids like a couple weeks ago at the center, and I just would look at their eyes, and based on their eye type, I'd say, okay, these are some tendencies the kid could go towards. So knowing that they have a tendency to go towards that with their constitution of how they were born, we want to support those areas sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
And so just getting some insight, right?
Right.
So because as you know, as a doctor, two people can be exposed to the very same chemical.
Yeah.
Two people can be exposed to mold. Two people can be exposed to the same thing, but their bodies react differently.
That is a conversation that I have actually all the time. I tell patients, like, we need to work on your resiliency to your environment. Your environment's not changing.
Right.
You can't get rid of your kids. You can't get rid of the air. Like, you can't just like do these dramatic like you can't be bubble boy, you know? So what do? You have to fix your resiliency so that you're basically like a rat in a apocalypse. You can handle any environment.
Yes. I love that. Yeah. So like someone with that type of virus, and they should have, because they could have more lung issues too with that blue lymphatic iris. You want to, do dry brushing or use a lymphatic shake board. You know how you stand on those vibration plates?
Oh, yeah, totally.
That totally help them even more.
Or a little trampoline.
Yes. Or
which is fun.
A little bit of local honey every day to help with the allergies.
Delicious.
Using like a neti pot because your sinuses can tend to flare up. Like, again, these are just like little simple tricks because you're absolutely right. Like, our environment is our environment, but how we show up in our environment, we can make slight changes that'll make a big difference with our health over time.
Yeah. I mean, it just is crazy how some people side by side are fine.
Mm-hmm.
They're totally fine. They're like running outside. Meanwhile, you know, me, if I take a little jog around the block, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like my eyes are stingy and I'm just like, this environment's killing me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
like fixing that and getting a more robust immune health, which to me goes back to gut health, which goes back to bone health. So those things, they take a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's interesting about the bones is, you know, people think calcium and vitamin D,
Yeah.
but our bones are made up of so many minerals.
Yes.
So if you're not getting those minerals, then yeah, your bones are not good. Then your gut is not good. And then your brain is not good because your gut and your brain talk. And to get those minerals, you need to be eating fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and beans and all of these nutrient dense foods. And we're not eating them.
Yeah, we're not.
So, yeah, so I love that. That's so good.
And then I do believe that the body is smart and there's robbers and there's things, and I'm equating it to robbers because if you're not putting the nutrients in, it's stealing from another source or
Correct.
site, whether it's stealing from your bone, from your brain, it's stealing. So if you're like, oh, I felt fine and I neglected myself for like a decade, you're actually not going to be well in the next decade. Like you just like gave up time, really.
Yes.
It's not like you're not winning.
Yeah. And I can see that on people's faces. There's different decades in Chinese medicine that like with the face. And then if you have these deficiencies, it will show up in your next decade. I love that you say that.
Right? Like here.
And yeah, so this is your 20s, 30s.
Ooh.
40s are right in here. 30s are right in here.
Oh,
and then
my.
your 40s are in there, but then your 50s are above your lip and your 60s and 70s are down here. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So, but yeah. I was going to say something. What was I going to say?
It was about stealing.
Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh.
I saw your thought bubble.
Yes, I love that. So women who have had babies, who have had multiple babies, who had breastfed, I can't tell you how many women come and see me. And they're like, oh, my hormones are messed up and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, how many kids do you have? And then, oh, let's look at your nervous system. And the reality, if we go to the root, they are deficient in so much. I'm like, who ever told us after we had a baby or while we had a baby to replenish all the nutrients that we just literally gave to a whole nother human? Like, we're not replenishing after we have children.
Yeah, there's
like
no change. It's just existing in survival.
Exhaustion.
Yeah.
In survival, yes.
Same.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, yeah, it is interesting, but the body is so resilient, which is what I love. But we have to like show up and take care of it.
Yeah.
In the ways that actually move the needle.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest ways that we move the needle with our health is not the food we eat, is not exercising. It's actually how we are thinking and speaking about our lives.
Yeah.
And when I learned that you can change your biochemistry in 150 to 300 milliseconds by shifting a thought alone, I'm like, wait, what? Like that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I haven't heard that.
Yeah. So it's like the thoughts we have, the words we speak, carry these vibrational frequencies that instruct our cells. Like that's the first and foremost.
Like you just gave me chills. that is so right. Like sound therapy, the hertz matters. There's healing hertz.
Yes.
HERTZ.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I just got done doing a talk for a women's group before I came here, and it was all about our thoughts and Dr. Emoto's work about water having consciousness, and ultimately our bodies are 60% water or more. And there's research that backs, like if you think negative thoughts, how that water freezes in a chaotic form if you're directing those negative thoughts towards the water.
Isn't that insane?
Oh,
or the music played,
Yes.
it gives different images.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so wild. So it's like, it's super exciting to me because I think often we're led to believe that we're doomed by our genetics when the reality is
Small category.
small category.
Yeah.
Epigenetics, the environment which you put your genes in, is
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Yep.
Everything. So, yeah, I mean, that's exciting, I feel like, because we
It
have more
is.
control over our biology than
Oh,
what we think.
totally do. We totally do. And so just like walking into ownership of that, I think is our next step.
Yes.
And the next step is or probably maybe the step before that. You guys decide, but just deciding I don't actually know what healthy is. Let's just shred this and start fresh. Like, let's just hit this reset button, unplug it from the wall, pretend like you know nothing. Because if you're walking in saying, I eat healthy, I live really clean, blah, 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 like you're in here because you're not feeling great. So
Right.
your plan has failed. Your plan failed, and that's why you're here. So now what? So if you're going to just, bottle it into, I'm healthy and I do, like, you are doing what you think is healthy, but it's not working.
Right. Yes.
So, like, reframing.
Yes, I love that. I mean, I was the person that in my early 20s, I was like exercising like crazy.
Yeah.
I'd be like, just exercise, it'll solve all your problems. Like, yeah, and easy to say when you're in like early 20s, you haven't had babies yet and all the stress. And then after having children, I was like, oh, I kind of got to really work on this nutrition thing.
Yeah.
And so in my 30s, I was eating healthy and exercising, but I still wasn't fully okay. And it wasn't until I started working on my mindset that my biology and physiology actually started to change dramatically.
Interesting.
And so I think that when it comes to healing, we have to start with the mind first.
Yep.
And from there, build.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents, because that's what I've come across. I mean,
Yeah.
because I'll have the men and the women that are doing the CrossFit, that are, eating super clean, getting their protein in and all these things, and they're in front of me and they're freaking having anxiety attacks, they're depressed, their hormones all over the place. They're like, they're not okay. They have muscle. They look like they should be thriving, and they are literally suffering.
That is hard.
It's wild.
Yeah. But it's not, I think, in their scenario, because they do have the muscle mass. I think they're almost easier, in my opinion, to course correct, because the muscle is like life. There's just so much health that comes from having muscle. So if they were just like a skinny, that would be more challenging.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is a lot easier and results much quicker when someone comes in, they are eating well, and they are lifting weights, because that's so important, and they do have those two dialed in.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this is fun. We just work on that mindset and rewiring the brain, and like, you're gonna be golden.
Yeah.
And it's great. But most people, when are we ever taught to think about how we think?
Oh, never.
Never. We are never.
We're taught what to think.
Correct.
That's it.
That's it.
Like a little soldier.
Yeah.
That's why
Fall
I'm
in
trying to be
line.
black sheep. Because I'm like, no.
Yes. It's so good. Yeah. So, yeah, it's the mind, I feel like, is, and that's my jam when I work with people, is like, we get to go to the mind, and not a lot of people want to go there.
Yeah. What do you think? So you're a naturopathic doctor? Okay. What do you think is a space that we, perhaps in our classic training, diverge? Because functional medicine-wise, we definitely align. But the formal training, not like me and you as like personal, like whatever, but the formal training. Because it's interesting to hear patients that have gone to a naturopathic doctor, so they'll verbalize what they've been told, with like energy, grounding, and all this stuff. But on my side, I can validate it with like drawing out electrons. I mean, truly, like, it's interesting, just the language.
Physics.
It's physics. It's slightly different language, but I think there's just so much there that is completely like aligned and proper. But I don't know where the spaces differ, if you know of them.
Well, I mean, I think you've educated yourself on the whole person and the biology beyond your basic training. You know, I mean, I'm trained as a traditional naturopath. So I've studied Chinese medicine, I've studied energy medicine, Ayurvedic medicine. I've master herbalist, so I've studied herbs and how they interact with the body. I do a lot with plant stem cells, so not human stem cells, but plant stem cells.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, everything is energy. And so I think from the Western standpoint, we're constantly trying to go to the physical, and we're constantly going to this hurts, so fix that thing. Whereas
Symptom treatment.
correct. So I think holistically, we're looking at the energy of not just the symptoms, but we're looking at the energetics of the entire biofield and the
Like
entire
mitochondria?
Well, see that. So I'm talking about beyond the mitochondria. I'm talking about the biofield,
Okay.
this auric field that, like, our fields are very intertwined right now. And this is
Yeah.
in the quantum field.
I believe in the orb, is what I describe it as,
Yes.
which is very non-medical, but
Yes.
it's an orb.
But it's physics. It's these
Yeah.
invisible electrons, protons, like all this energy. Because honestly, if we look at a cell under a microscope
Yeah.
and we keep peeling back the layers of that cell,
Yeah.
when you get to the end, all there is energy,
Yeah.
right? So the
Yeah.
mitochondria, what's it creating? ATP.
Yeah.
It's creating energy.
Yeah.
That energy you cannot pick up, you cannot grab it.
Right.
It is literally energy. So if we're going into every cell till we can't go any further, the only thing that's left is energy, meaning we are more energy than we are physical matter. And the physical matter isn't even real. It's just denser because it's vibrating
Uh-huh.
so fast.
Right.
And so when we're looking at healing the body, like this is where like Reiki work and the fact that our hands are electromagnetic and our hands can heal. I mean, think about it. When you fall down and you bump your knee, what's the first thing instinctively you do? You grab it with your hands,
Yeah.
right? You hit your face. Oh, you touch it with your hands.
Yeah.
Our hands are so powerful.
I've never thought of that.
Yeah. It's a natural human instinct to hold it, to touch it when it hurts and when it's like you've fallen.
Okay.
And so, like earlier when I was giving that talk, okay, I actually had a doctor that volunteered, so this is great. So, new doctor in town, she was hearing the talk that I was giving today. And I had her volunteer, she came up, stood in front of the group. So there's a group of 25 women. And I said, okay, there's two words, love and hate. All I want you to do is I'm going to hold up the number 1 if I want you to only think the word love. And I want you to only think the word hate when I hold up the number 2. And the gal, this doctor, she doesn't know if I'm holding up 1 or 2. I get a baseline check. I have her put her arm straight out and I say, I'm going to push your arm down. Resist me. So she does that. She resists me and I can't push her arm down. So then I have everyone in the audience thinking the word hate. So they're just thinking it. We're not saying it. They're just thinking it. And I say, okay, put your arm out. I'm going to push down on your arm again. And I go to push on her arm and her arm is like wavering up and down. Like she can't keep it straight. And she's like, okay, this is weird. I'm like, okay. And then I hold up the number 1. I'm like, okay, everyone, you're going to think, like, I don't say it out loud, but they're all thinking the word love. And then I'm like, okay, please put your arm back out. I'm going to push on your arm again. And she's back to being super strong.
Wow.
This is because our consciousness, our ability to even think the word love, and you know, we talked about sound therapy earlier.
Yeah.
If you have love played, that vibration played and it hurts, because hertz is a very specific, I think it's 528 hertz is love.
Yeah.
Then you can feel that. You can see it move in sand and it creates a beautiful formation. You can see in Dr. Emoto's work.
It's symmetrical.
Correct. Yes. It's symmetrical. It creates, if you freeze
Like
water.
round edges.
You freeze water and you put it under a microscope and you've been telling that water, love, 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 it freezes in a beautiful crystal formation.
Oh my gosh.
Now you do that to water and you tell it hate, it freezes in a chaotic formation. You tell it fear, it freezes in a chaotic formation. And your body, the physical body, that's really energy, is 60% or more water. What do you think those thoughts are doing to your body? But it's not, again, it's not just the body, it's the field. So how is it that everyone's consciousness, them thinking one word or another, caused this woman's physiology, her body, to get weaker?
That's crazy.
So to say that this isn't real, I mean, that's fine. You can think that. I don't care. I know how the quantum field works. That's why I've been able to call in all the success I've had. That's why I've been able to heal my brain from when I was 22. Be able to fix my hormones. Oh my gosh. Like there's so much I've been able to do when I've gone to Western doctors and they're like, oh, no. And I've seen it with my clients.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had clients that have had instantaneous healing. And it's like, well, where's the science behind that? You really need science when they're right freaking in front of you? I mean, we've been using subjective feedback to diagnose people with mental illness forever.
Let's just give it 20 years and you have a few extra millions or billions and then you'll have science.
Right. Well, what's funny.
But then it's self-funded, but then it's like.
And it's a rat race. But I think it's fascinating when it's like, well, where's the science? Where's the papers? But when it comes to mental health, we will prescribe and we have zero way of measuring brain chemistry. The brain is the only organ in the body a doctor will prescribe or medicate, and they've never scanned it or looked at it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild. So why, when it comes to the brain and mental health, are we blindfolded throwing darts at the wall and you're not asking for more science? You're not asking for more than just subjective feedback. And I'm saying this because I was 22, 23 years old, highly medicated by a psychiatrist, and I wanted to take my own life. And it was that whole environment in that time of my life when I finally woke up and I was like, I've got to heal myself because otherwise
no one's coming to save you.
No one. Ain't no one coming to save me.
No one's coming.
There's no amount of Xanax and
no.
Yeah.
And then you have to wait for your refills.
Yeah. Oh, right. And then you want to see me again. And then, I can't put, I was on 3 mind-altering medications. They couldn't even write them all on the same script. I literally had 3 different prescriptions. And it's like, and I was 22, 23 years old. My brain wasn't even fully developed.
Yeah.
This is literally,
That's wild.
This doctor just talked to me for like 15 or 20 minutes. And by the way, this is like 20 years ago. So I know there's been some wonderful things that have changed. Like,
no, it's just as bad.
It's just as bad.
It's literally just, no, it's probably worse because now we have like more in the
More
population,
meds.
more
Oh my
meds
gosh.
and more people.
Yeah. I mean,
and fewer doctors, I feel like.
yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah. I love when Western doctors and holistic health practitioners like myself can actually come together and it's not one or the other. And it's like, okay, there is a time and place for medicine 1,000%. And medicine has come such a long way with emergency care and all of that. But let's not be so freaking delusional to think that a medication is going to heal anyone. Medications keep you alive. They keep you sick. Yeah. And,
they're good for business.
They're great for business.
They're so lucrative to be sick.
And there are some medications that keep people alive. Like, or else they wouldn't be. Like, I fully get that. Yeah. But the pendulum has swung so far that people think like, oh, like for me, we don't take insurance. Like, no.
Same, yeah.
So it's like, well, if my insurance doesn't pay for it, then, I can't afford it or I can't do it. And it's like, we're so brainwashed to think that. Like, I'm sitting here today, I don't have medical insurance. Yeah. I pay for an emergency plan and I pay cash for everything.
Yeah, same.
Because otherwise my family would be spending
bronze.
Yeah.
It's the lowest option.
My family would be spending $30,000 a year on sick insurance. I'm like, let me save that $30,000 and put it in some investments and make some money. And heaven forbid, if we do have an emergency, then you know what? I have an emergency group that I'm a part of and, whatever. But if I have to pay out of pocket, like, I mean, it's so criminal what's happening right now. And then I'll get people that come and see me and they've been on all these medications. They're so jacked up. And then it's like, I'm working with them and within 30 days, they're getting better and they're going back to their doctor to try to get off these medications. And then the doctor's like, well, know, and they're like nervous to take them off these medications because they're never trained to take them off.
Yeah.
Especially like mental health medications.
Right.
You know, so it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's no simple answer, but I think having these conversations and being open to the fact that it's not just one way is really important.
Yeah, definitely. And I know there's definitely a barrier that exists as a naturopathic, right? So as you're changing somebody's life and they're desperate, they're showing up, they're like, I'm trying, I'm ready, I'm like ready to just do whatever it takes to fix it. So in a sense, they're in a vulnerable state, right? And then it's like they've tried the whole algorithm. They've been to Cedars. They've been to the specialist of the specialist, and they've done it. And then there's still no answers. They're still not better. And then at least, like, you know, there's people out there that are like, I'm ready and willing to help you. Tell me what you've done. And I'm one of them, right? And I am outside of the box because I'm like, well, I know what you've gone through already, so now let's try these other things. But it's not without resistance from, you know, primary care, which is where I started. So as a naturopathic, I would imagine you also experience that, because it's like there is an elitist mindset with, you know, with the boards and with what we believe that we know. So it's hard out there.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I have so many stories of clients, and, you know, I think it's just bringing awareness that there are practitioners that are going to take the time with you, that are going to sit down with you, that are truly wanting you to heal.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's going to cost you money out of your pocket. And and I'm not saying other doctors don't want that. They don't have the capacity to do that.
Yeah.
And they're owned.
Yeah.
They're owned. They don't have freedom to practice.
Yeah.
They are owned by an institution that is telling them how they need to show up, what they need to prescribe, in what order.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
otherwise then it's malpractice, and then it's a vulnerable space. So, I mean, it's leveraged. Your whole life is leveraged against you, essentially. And that is freaking scary.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can't, it's really an unfortunate situation that we're in.
Yeah.
And it's pretty wild.
In Chinese medicine, is there a similar like board that like you have to answer to and that guide the treatment plans?
Well, we don't treat people, remember that.
Oh, what's the language?
So we just help people, they get to heal themselves and restore their foundations of health.
Okay.
So we don't treat and we don't prescribe
we
we don't diagnose, because otherwise that steps into medical. And
we own those words.
Correct.
They're words that we actually bought.
No, you really did. And you know what other word you bought?
Please tell me.
You bought the word anxiety. So I can help people with symptoms of anxiety, but I'm not going to cure your anxiety.
I use the term dysregulation of the nervous system. I don't like depression or anxiety. I know that those are medical diagnosis codes. They're ICD-10s. I get it.
But those are also side effects of something else.
Yes.
So what's crazy is people are getting these diagnoses, and diagnosis, from my understanding, used to be like, what's the root problem? What's the real cause? Yeah. Well, the depression isn't the real issue. Yeah. It's underneath that. Yeah. Depression is just a side effect of, microbiome being screwed up or different things going on in the body. Yeah. And so I do find that interesting.
That is very interesting.
Yeah. But to go back to your question, so there's really not. And I mean, I have a board certification from the National Wellness Institute certification, or board certification. So I had to go in, and after I did my PhD, I took this test and did some case studies and sent in a bunch of stuff, and they looked over, they did these calls with me, and then so I just had like a designation of that, given to me. Yeah. But there's best practices that we're supposed to go by. But again, because we're putting the healing back in the hands of our clients, we're not, like, you're your own doctor.
Yeah. That is really my mindset. That's
Yeah.
very much how I feel like I'm the Siri of medicine. I'm going to just tell you the definitions. And if you bring things to me, I'm going to read it and then help interpret it. But I'm not like the God of like who decides for you.
Yes.
You know, I don't use the language like you can't heal or like this is your sentence that you can't ever fix this.
Yeah.
Now it might be you can fix this and it's going to cost you a lot, right? It might be a money situation,
Yeah.
but I do believe like most things you can heal from.
Yes. God made our bodies amazing. And every organ system, if you get ahead of it, has the mechanisms to heal. And it's just like, how soon are you going to wake up to the fact that you need to put your body in the right environment so it can heal? You know, some of us, we wait way too long.
Yes.
And so there does become a point of no return. However, miracles happen every day.
Yeah.
And there are people that have been told this, that, and the other thing, and they heal themselves.
Yeah.
So we don't get to play God.
Right.
God has definitely made an incredible body.
Yes.
We just get in the way.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
do.
we so get in the way.
Yeah.
And so I think that's our problem. We have this addiction to being right. We have this addiction
Ooh,
to
we
being
do.
the one, to being
Maybe
the
I'm
savior,
addicted.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of course, we get so excited to help people and save people. But
Yeah.
really, like the way I look at it is, one, I had to save myself. We can only save ourselves. And once we save ourselves, we get to show up and provide space to remind people they get to save themselves too.
That's hope.
It really is. And it's beautiful.
It's like, here's some hope. Because
Yes.
it's like people have given up hope.
Yeah. And what's interesting about hope is I know that there's been some studies done on prognosis. So if a doctor gives you a prognosis and you believe it, you will live out that prognosis. The ones that get the prognosis that are like, screw this, that's not for me, they will usually outlive the prognosis.
Oh, wow.
Or if they don't get a prognosis, then they have no idea. So we know placebo works 30% of the
powerful.
time.
Yeah.
Let's let it work for us, you know?
Yeah. Use that to your advantage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's definitely an interesting time that we live in.
Yeah.
Because we're being told how to think. We're being told what's accepted. We're being told to look the other way when we ask questions and we think like, I mean, just like COVID thing. I mean, I don't want to open that can of worms, but like
Yeah.
I looked at that and thought that's weird to me. Like this isn't like what's happening. And I was just like questioning it. Whatever anyone else decided to do, that's fine. But for me and my children, I was like, we're just not going to play. Like that is not going to be something we do. And then as a business owner, having a government tell me when I live in America that I need to close my business, like
That made it strange.
okay, that's another red flag, right?
Yeah.
It's like the abusive boyfriend.
Yeah.
And there's like all these red flags and we're trying to like look the other way. And it's like, then we look back and we're like, oh, damn. Like, why didn't you see that? Like, I feel that
Yeah.
for so many of us. Like, why didn't we see, like, are you serious? Like, your
Yeah.
government was, close your business. Don't go outside. Like, really, like, outside was
Pay my
closed.
bills.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing. The
yeah.
whole thing. Stay 6 feet away. Wear one mask. Wear 2 masks. I'm like,
I like the 6 feet
my
was
gosh.
decided. It was decided
6 feet. I mean, like,
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh. So, yeah. So if you want to talk about
Vomits.
science, come
I
on.
know.
Why?
I
Where
know.
did 6 feet come?
Hey, on a side note, the first word that makes you Michigan is flag.
Is it?
Yeah, I didn't catch any other
Oh.
Michigan.
Oh, I know it does get beaten out of me a little bit. When I go back home, it will come out a little bit more when
Yeah.
I'm back here. But
Yeah.
then when I'm home, like they'll be like, "Yeah, you have that little California." Yeah, it's kind
My
of fun.
Florida comes out sometimes, but
Yeah.
I also feel kind of neutral.
Yeah. How long have you been here now?
About 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, I've been just over 20, so it's kind of.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
You look way too young for
Wow.
that.
Thank you.
I can't even imagine. You're 29,
gosh.
so it's
Yeah.
just shocking.
Hello. I was a baby when I showed up in Cali.
Before we wrap up, I just wanted to just throw out there as a quick, I don't know, comment or question. So bioregulators, I love them. I think they are just so under talked about. And so like if you have a thyroid issue, take thyroid extract. If you have, adrenal issues, take adrenal extract. Take the extracts. These things are directly from the organs. I believe in them. They're powerful, they're healing, they're whole. And I feel like that can restore the organ's dysfunction.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I think yes. I think that there's like a lot of power behind that. And it kind of reminds me of like homeopathy, where it's like heals like.
That's exactly,
And
yes.
same thing.
But it has to be a sex dependent, right? Like a female like cell is, so you'd have to have, and you're a female, then you have to take the same sex organ.
Yeah. Yeah.
And our supplements, to my knowledge, they don't identify that. So that's where it's a little complicated.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, I haven't dove into that arena. I use a lot of plant stem cells.
Okay.
So I use undifferentiated cells coming from plants that can target like the thyroid, and they target different areas of the body. But the like healing like is really, I mean, that goes back to homeopathy.
Ooh.
And there's a lot of healing that happens with that. So I've had clients that have used those and they get great results. And again,
Awesome.
I think it goes back to you get to find what works for you. And one of the layers that I would put on top of that, because I always go back to the brain and the emotions in the body, is like someone with a thyroid issue. Often it can be that your thyroid is all about, like, this is your throat chakra. So it's all about you speaking your truth, feeling like you're being heard.
Yeah.
And if you've really silenced yourself, or like maybe you've been in a relationship where someone is walking all over you and you're not speaking up for yourself, or you tend to just like fly off the handlebars, like you're having a really hard time communicating. You either go from one extreme or the other. People that have issues communicating usually have thyroid issues.
Interesting, because they're just holding their energy restricted
In their
right
throat.
here.
Yes, and those are your
believe
vocal
that.
cords.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So any physical ailment that someone's having, you can tie it back to some type of emotional blockage going on within the body.
Do I sound restricted?
You got to yell in a not in a microphone, in a pillow.
Okay.
Like letting yourself just like literally be heard. And so many women have this, right? Like, be pretty, but don't be heard. Like, be quiet. Like, sit over there and like, oh, who are you to say something? I don't know. Like, there's like a lot of generational stuff around women and suppressing
emotion over years.
Yeah. Like, be successful, but not too successful.
And
then,
that's a good one.
Yeah. And you can dive into a lot of dark stuff that have happened to us as women, and we are silent.
Yeah.
And that manifests in the body, and usually it manifests in the throat, and it manifests in the thyroid. We can get nodules, all these things happening.
So in your opinion, that can heal?
1,000%. I'll give you a quick
Let's hear.
story.
Yes.
And this isn't even using any nutraceuticals or anything. I was working with this woman remotely, and she had been in a marriage of abuse, like psychological abuse, for decades. She kept getting nodule after nodule after nodule on her thyroid. And she felt paralyzed to tell her husband that she was leaving him and that she was moving on. Like paralyzed. Like, I think I worked with her for over a year and a half. And I finally told her, like, we keep having the same conversation. I can't keep working with you. Like, you show up and you want to do these things. Anyways, she finally spoke up for herself. And she finally was walking away and doing the thing that, like, and it felt paralyzing to do it.
Totally, because then she probably still loved the person, but hated the relationship and the actions that, so it's conflicting.
Yeah, so like a year later, she doesn't have any thyroid issues. Like, pretty wild. So I don't know what science you use to back that, other than like
Well, it's
It's
not
just what it is.
Yes, I take it at face value, and I think that is adequate. I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy and all of your information, expertise, and stories. I absolutely enjoyed it. I would love to do this again.
Yeah, same. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Until next time.